Hey guys, Frightener22 here, and welcome back to my October 14th DVD update. I know this is pretty soon since my last DVD update, but I really wanted to squeeze one in because tomorrow I'm leaving for Disney World for 10 days, so I'm super excited about that, and I really wanted to, A, get this DVD update out of the way, and also, this also gives me an opportunity to kind of go a little bit more in detail into some of the stuff, that I'm going to talk about in this update than I have in the last few updates. There's still plenty of shit in here, and I'm going to try and move it along, but I'm still going to have enough time to talk about each individual one a little bit more than the last few times. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy my October 14th DVD update. Let's get into it. The first one I got is the Blu Ray DVD combo pack of Spooky Buddies. This has been a pretty popular direct-to-video line for Disney. I've never seen any of them. You know, they're basically somewhat of a spin-off of the Air Buddy movies, and even in the credits they, like, kind of say based on the movie Air Buddy written by so-and-so, but they've really, in the last few years, they've really morphed this into somewhat of an ensemble of dogs in this direct-to-video line. They've done, like, Space Buddies, I think they've done Santa Buddies, I think they're doing Treasure Buddies next, but this is the first one I've ever bought and ever seen. It's a Halloween-themed one if you haven't picked up on that already, but for what it is, it's a pretty cute, innocent little direct-to-video film, and I actually liked it for that. It really captured a very cool Halloween atmosphere that's very reminiscent of things like Are You Afraid of the Dark or Goosebumps, just very, like, suburban, you know, Halloween spirit. They really captured that really well in this. So for that alone, I think that this is worth a recommendation, especially if you have, like, younger kids or younger brothers and sisters. I think they'd really get a kick out of this, but hey, I'm 23 and I enjoyed it through and through, so I would definitely recommend checking this one out for the Halloween season. Moving on, the next one I got is a really weird, random Hanna-Barbera show that was just released in a complete series, no less, and this is Drak Pack. I got this for like $9.98 on Amazon, and I watched the first episode. It's redonkulous, but kind of fun. It's basically about like a group of monsters that work for... They're basically good guys, and they're basically going against another set of monsters that are the bad guys. It's really tongue-in-cheek, but funny. I think it's from, like, 1980, but it didn't last too long. You know, I can just see... I don't really see this really, you know, connecting with too many people, but it had monsters in it, so I can't imagine too many people being, you know, scared away from it or, like, not being too interested back in the day, but like I said, I've only watched the first episode, but it's still a pretty cool, rare Hanna-Barbera type show to get, you know, in your collection. Sorry guys, I gotta just, like, kind of reshuffle all this stuff because I just have so many movies piled up on my desk. The next one I got is the long-awaited Blu Ray release of Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction. Fucking love this movie, it's really cool, although I would recommend this is, yeah, a slipcase. I bought one copy of this off Amazon, and I took the stickers off, and it left the most annoying sticker residue ever, to the point where, stupid me, I thought, oh, nail polish remover ought to do it. No, actually, nail polish remover is acidic, so it took off the whole image, and, yeah, it basically turned this whole area right here white. So, I got a replacement sent to me, thankfully, but I haven't removed the stickers. This one I don't really mind, because it's like a director-approved thing with Quentin Tarantino, but these things are really annoying. I'm seeing them more and more on Blu-ray and DVDs, and it's like a scan this barcode to watch the trailer. It's like... Really, if people are really considering buying this movie, I'm pretty sure that they would have already seen it. If not, they have Netflix and Redbox and On Demand to actually, like, see things for the first time instead of dropping $10, $15. I mean, I love, you know, blind buys as much as the next guy. You know, as you guys know, I blind buy a lot of stuff. But for casual people, they're not gonna just like, oh, let me scan this on my iPhone, and oh, that looks pretty good. I can't believe I've never heard of Pulp Fiction. But nonetheless, I haven't checked this out, but I've heard it just keeps getting, like, amazing reviews, so I'm excited for it. Same day as that, Tarantino's Jackie Brown came out, too. This is currently the only Tarantino film that I haven't seen for whatever reason, but I'm excited because it's got a great cast. I love De Niro, love Keaton, so a lot of cool people in that one. Next one I actually reviewed at an At the Movies segment when this debuted. I think this was like the last At the Movies I did a review on, but this is for the Blu-ray DVD combo pack of Scream 4. I fucking loved this movie. I thought this was so much fun, you know, right up there with the first one as far as, you know, story and characters, and I loved it. Some people, like, you know, brutally hated it. Some people were on the fence, and some people were just as enthusiastic as I was, but I'm definitely in the majority that fucking loved this movie. I thought it was great, great stuff, and I do hope that they continue with more Scream sequels, because this one was really awesome. The next one I got is an old one from the good old days of childhood, 1996, not sex, starring Bugs Bunny and Michael Jordan at the height of his fame in Space Jam. Now, I'm not crazy enthusiastic. I mean, I watched this like no tomorrow as a kid, but as I grew up and really got to understand the Looney Tunes characters more and more, I thought Looney Tunes Back in Action was way more of a faithful, true Looney Tunes movie as opposed to Space Jam, and people fucking throw their arms up and rile at me when I say that that's a better movie than Space Jam, because people just have a lot of nostalgic memories of Space Jam. And I like it. I'm not saying that I dislike it. I just think that, like, that this was more of, like, an extended commercial for Michael Jordan with the Looney Tunes characters in. It has its moments, it's funny, and to be honest with you, I haven't seen it in probably 10 years, so that's why I really wanted to get it, you know, in addition to being, like, a diehard Looney Tunes fan. You know, so I'm definitely happy to have it. I just think that Joe Dante's Looney Tunes Back in Action is a better film. Moving on, 2 Burton films on Blu-ray. Really excited about this. US finally got a Blu-ray release of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I loved this movie. I think it's way more faithful to the book. I mean, God knows everybody has nostalgic memories of the Gene Wilder film, but let me break this down for everybody. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is, was, and shall always be my favorite book ever. It was introduced to me in 2nd grade. Mrs. Sterling, love you for fucking introducing me to Roald Dahl, but I love Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I've probably read it close to 20 times throughout my whole life, and this film is absolutely more closer to the source material. The only thing that they really change is, you know, they update things with Mike TV instead of playing TV to being obsessed with playing video games, because it's obviously a little bit more realistic to believe that. And of course the backstory that Wonka has with his father, which is actually something that I enjoyed. I thought that it gave him a really much more solid, like, psychological foundation. So, you know, as far as, I love the original, but I think that this one really hits a little bit closer to home. And then, of course, Tim Burton's first movie, fucking love it. This is the one that got it all started. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I love Pee-wee. I'm considering being him for Halloween. It's just a great movie. It's one of my favorite comedies of all time. So funny, so many bright colors. This is just, you know, such a great film that really just kind of showed the tip of the iceberg as to what Tim Burton was going to do in later years, and it's phenomenal. So at this point, with Charlie and Pee-wee's Big Adventure on Blu-ray, now we're just waiting for my favorite fucking Burton film to be put on Blu-ray, Ed Wood. When is that coming? We need that. Keeping the Pee-wee flavor going, I picked this up. This is the Pee-wee Herman Show on Broadway on Blu-ray. It comes with a slipcover. It's cool. I actually really like this. I tuned into this the first airing that it was on, actually. I really enjoyed this. I'm after seeing it on TV and, of course, on the Blu-ray, it just pissed me off more and more that I didn't go and see it live, because it was just, like, right over the water for me, like right in New York City, so, oh well, missed that out. I just saw this recently in 3D, and I was, you know, of course, big Disney nut, so I picked this up the first day of release. It's a Blu-ray DVD combo of the classic Lion King. Absolutely love this film. Gorgeous animation, gorgeous score, just everything is great with this film. Absolutely love it. If you haven't seen it, that sucks, because you're really missing out. Next one is the latest Disney nature documentary. It's a Blu-ray DVD combo pack, and this is actually my favorite Disney nature documentary to hit yet. I love it. This is African Cats. It deals with, it focuses on the family of lions and what have you. It's really great. Narration by Samuel L. Jackson. I saw this in theaters. I loved this one. I'm really excited for the next one, which comes out next Earth Day. It's called Chimpanzee, but I really, really enjoy these films. They're really informative. I love animals. I have such a a deep, devoted love and respect for, you know, animals, wild and exotic animals. So I love these films. I really like making this an annual thing. So I do hope that Disney continues because they're great. Next one, Shout Factory just keeps, you know, pushing them out, and this is the Season 1 release of Aaahh! Real Monsters, another Nickelodeon classic that I grew up loving. This was originally released, burned on demand through Amazon, but thankfully Shout has come to the rescue and has put these on press discs, so it's really great to have these. I'm excited. The next stack is the final season. Very happy to have this. It's always, you know, fulfilling to finally finish a whole television series run, especially since this show had so many setbacks with, you know, the studios changing hands with it and stuff like that, and Lionsgate. Finished the last, like, 4 seasons off relatively quickly, so now we finally have the 7th and final season of Boy Meets World. Very, very happy to have this. I like the color, I really like the packaging on this one, so good stuff. Back to some Shout stuff. Finished off this series in a Season 2 and 3 15th anniversary pack, and this is Beast Wars Transformers. I really like the look of it. I think it looks really cool. I haven't checked out my Season 1 set because I'm going to be going into the original Transformers cartoons before I cut into these anyway. But I really like the look of these. It's really, you know, when the computer-generated stuff was really coming to age of stuff, you know, with shows like Reboot and this, of course. But this is really cutting edge at the time. And, you know, by my eye, I think it still holds up pretty damn well. So I'm excited to check out the show because I just hear nothing but good things about it. I don't care what anybody says, another direct-to-video line from Disney that I think is really, really good. I picked up the 2nd film because I actually have had the 3rd film on my shelf for, like, over a year because I got the Blu Ray DVD combo pack for, like, $8 with, like, stacking coupons at Target. So I backtracked finally because, like, these titles finally went down. So I picked up the Blu Ray DVD combo of Tinkerbell and the Lost Treasure. Like I said, these are good films. Disney really handles their direct-to-video stuff with, you know, the same kind of attention to detail and attention to storytelling as their feature films. So, you know, just because, you know, with Disney, just because something is direct-to-video, it really shouldn't get the stigma that it's going to be a piece of shit, because Disney really does pretty damn good stuff with their direct-to-video line. Moving on, although I'm sure, you know, it's just going to be inevitable, after I bought it and I got it home, I was like, you know what, I feel like it would be really wise. I don't know why, I just feel like this would be a film that would get a timed Blu-ray release with Spielberg's upcoming Lincoln film. But nonetheless, it was like $4 and change. It was like in like the 75% off bin at Barnes & Noble. And I was like, this is one of the few Spielberg films I haven't seen, so I'll buy it on DVD now, and then when it comes out on Blu-ray, of course, I'll buy it again, because Spielberg's one of the directors that I'll double dip on Blu-ray with everything. But this is Amistad. I've always wanted to see this, but it wasn't until that I saw it in that bin that it, like, kind of reminded me, and I was like, well, $4 and change, I don't really think I can beat that, so I'll take a chance on it now and just buy it, so there it is. The next one from Shout Factory, I just watched the first 2 theatrical shorts from this, and they're pretty cool. It's a cool thing to have. Like I said, this is Shout Factory. This is the collector's edition of Casper the Friendly Ghost, the complete collection, 1945 to, excuse me, 1963. This is really cool. Like I said, I only got to the first 2 late last night from coming home from the midnight screening of The Thing, which was nothing really special, but whatever. But this is a really cool set. It's got a very cool booklet that goes into, you know, just a lot of history of, like, the comic books and stuff like that. It's about a good 15 pages, but yeah, it's really cool that they threw something like that into, you know, a Casper cartoon set, but, you know, Shout always does the greatest work, so I would definitely recommend picking this up. I think this was, like, $17.99. I'm very, very happy to have this, and I'm super excited to cut into it. This is, like, probably the last really, really big animated show from the 80s that I was lacking in my collection, and of course, Shout Factory, you guys rock, came to the rescue again, so I picked up the truly outrageous complete series of Jem and the Holograms. This definitely wins the award for Best Packaging in this DVD update. It's so fucking radical is what it is. That is actually the best word to describe this set. It's fucking radical. It's really cool. you know, I've just heard nothing but awesome things about this show. It's on Hub now, and every time it was on, I'm like, oh, I want to watch it, but I knew that I had this complete series pre-ordered, so I'm always like, I don't want to watch stuff online or on TV that I know I'm just going to buy or that I have in my collection because I want to make use of the stuff that I bought. So I just kept on resisting and resisting, so now that I have it, can't wait to check this out. I will definitely be cutting into this probably when I get back from Disney World, so awesome. We're going to kind of breeze through the next bunch because I haven't gotten to any of these except one, so we're just going to breeze through. The next one's a Blu Ray of The Bad Seed. Very excited to check this one out. Maybe I'll get to it late tonight before I leave again tomorrow. Cool double feature here. This is Rutger Hauer and Gene Simmons in Wanted, Dead or Alive, and Fred Dryer in Death Before Dishonor. This was like less than $10 too. You know, this film I know has been bootlegged a pretty good amount, and I hear it's pretty fun, so we'll see. This one is pretty cool too. This is from Image as well. The last double feature is from Image, and this one is too. And this is Night Patrol and The Wrong Guys. Night Patrol is a Jackie Kong film with Linda Blair, and The Wrong Guys is just some loony comedy with Louis Anderson. But it looks pretty funny, so I'm excited to check these out. Again, they were like less for $10. Finally, Amazon was having a Halloween sale, and it's been like over a year that they finally like dropped the price on this film. I've been like wanting to buy it forever, but I was like, I don't want to spend that much on it for some reason because I knew it was inevitable. So I finally scooped it up for like 13 and change, and this is the 2010 remake of Piranha. I loved the shit out of this. I believe I did an At the Movies review of this when it originally came up, but yeah, I absolutely love this film. So much blood, gore, chicks, just the whole nine. It's super fun. And of course, DVD update's never complete with a little Code Red DVD, so I got the 61st Code Red spined release, and this is Night of the Demon. As you can see, this is the banner for underneath Maria's B-Movie Mayhem banner. This is such a good Bigfoot film. I highly, highly recommend checking this one out. This movie has been sought after for so long on a legitimate DVD, and Code Red has finally delivered it in an uncut form, and it's awesome. It's so much fun. It's really well done for like the budget and stuff like that. I enjoyed the shit out of it. Some people have been pretty hateful towards the whole Maria banner thing, and I'll be honest, at first I was too, but she's kind of growing on me. I think, like, you know, she's over the top. It's, you know, kind of like laughable at just how loony and crazy it is. Kind of reminiscent of Elvira, but obviously not anywhere in the same stature, but she's definitely growing on me. But that said, it does have a reversible cover without the Maria banner, and it's just one of the characters in the film during a really uncomfortable moment in the film. I don't want to ruin too much, but yeah, it does have that reversible cover. But yeah, this is definitely coming very recommended. I picked this up because it drops to like $19.99, and I did like this film, but I remember when I saw it, I was like, I liked it, but I don't think I'll probably ever see it again, if that makes any sense, because I guess it was just so epic in scope that I didn't know if I would want to revisit it, but alas, I picked it up because I did want to revisit it, and again, I really wanted to just kind of develop and just, you know, learn more and more about this technology that James Cameron used, because it's really wonderful, and it's just packed. So this was originally like $30 and it dropped to like $19.99, so I got the extended Blu-ray collector set of Avatar. It's a pretty big, you know, Blu-ray set. It comes with 3 discs. It has like over 3 hours. You know, that's the extended cut, I'm sorry. But, you know, just tons and tons of bonus material about the making of the film, you know, just the whole art form that, you know, and the effects that James Cameron used in this one. So I really wanted to learn more about that. I love the behind-the-scenes stuff. And finally, for this October 14 DVD update, kind of was working backwards. Amazon was out of stock of these, so I had to wait for this to come in, but it just came in before I started this DVD update. And this is the first film, the Blu-ray DVD packaging of Tinkerbell, the one that started the whole direct-to-video line. Like I said, these are a lot of fun. The original's really good. The animation is pretty damn slick for direct-to-video, so don't be put off because it wasn't in a movie theater, as, you know, as like hypocritical as that might say. Oh, if it was so good, then why did they put it in the movies and stuff like that? I don't know, but, you know, it's not like Academy Award winning. It's just a lot better than what you would expect from your usual direct-to-video stuff. And Disney, I think, is one of the best people doing that right now. Is putting out pretty quality stuff on, you know, the direct-to-video line. So this is really good stuff. I recommend that. And I believe they have a 4th film in the pipeline coming up for next year, I believe. So that completes my October 14th DVD update. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in, leaving your comments, feedback. It's really fun. I love maintaining the channel as much as reviews and other stuff aside from DVD updates have kind of been non-existent. But, you know, I do like to keep you guys in the loop. It's cool to just show off the DVD collection. So at that, you know, at this point, I'm pretty happy just doing that. But I will see you guys in another DVD update when I return from my long overdue vacation down at Disney World. So once again, guys, thanks again for tuning in, and I'll catch you in a future video. Later.